Afternoon everybody, and welcome back to Birmingham Wildlife Conservation Park for our latest Wednesday Facebook Live video. Today we have abandoned our critically endangered theme just for this week because we have a bit of a special video today. So as you kind of saw with the teaser post, as we put it yesterday, we do have a bit of a mystery video today. The majority of you did manage to work out what was going on, which is great, in the comments. But yeah, we'll go and see what's going on in a second. So obviously we've got Mo here, our male red panda, just in his bush as ever. Just gonna move back slightly because I think I've disturbed him a little bit. Hi Mary, hope you're okay. So as ever, please feel free to send in any questions or comments you might have about the red pandas as we are in here today. You coming down? Right, I'll leave you to it, mate. So obviously the reason for this video today is finally, after a long little wait, our new female red panda has arrived, and she is disappearing from me at the moment. So she is still a little bit nervous, so I'm not going to spook her too much. I'm just going to keep my distance, and then if she's happy for me to go up to her, then we'll have a look at her that way. But yeah, so she arrived last Wednesday. So yeah, she's been with us a week now. And yeah, she met Mo on Thursday for the first time, and they've been a-okay for the last week, kind of ignoring each other more than anything else. They are very much keeping their distance from each other. On you go. There she is. Just having a bit of a wander around on the floor at the moment. So once she settles, we'll try and go and say hello to her. I think Mo's coming out of his bush as well, which might change her actions, bless her. Ah, lovely Trudy. I think there she is, just through the bushes there. Yeah, she's settled in quite well. Like I say, she is still quite nervous when we come in here with her. But she is only a young girl, so I think it's all a bit new for her and all a bit exciting. So yeah, she does still get a little bit nervous when we come and do the clean. She's better in this kind of situation where I'm not bringing buckets or food or water or anything like that in. When I'm just coming in myself, or with just a little bit of food or one bowl of food or whatever, she's a lot more calm actually. So yeah, this kind of situation is better. Right, she's up on the climbing frame again, good. So we will try and go and say hello. There she is. Hi Susan, good to see you watching again. No, it's very exciting news. Come on, girl. So, this lovely little lady is Aria. Hey, come on, girl. You gonna come and say hello? So Aria was born at Curragh's Wildlife Park on the Isle of Man, and she came to us from Curragh's Wildlife Park last week, as I was saying, last Wednesday. She is 2 years old, so she is a relative youngster compared to our old man Mo, bless him. Mo being 10 years old now, but we are hoping that they will be able to breed. Hopefully we might get some cubs off them next year. That would be lovely. It is, with kind of new red panda pairings, getting them to breed the first year, you know, isn't necessarily going to happen. Usually the second year is the best year for first breedings, but you never know, they might surprise us next year. As we know, Mo knows what he's doing. He's had 4 cubs here at the park previously, so yeah, hopefully he gets on as well with Aria here as he did with Amber. So yeah, Tim, this is Aria, our new female red panda. You're coming for a wander, girl. Yeah, Mo's out and about as well, coming to see what's going on. So like I say, I'm going to keep my distance a bit. I'll see if she wants to come and say hello, but I'm not going to force her. She is still quite nervous of everything that's going on. She's getting much better with her, so she did come right up to me yesterday, sniffed my nose, bless her. So she is definitely getting there. But it's all fairly new for her. Like I say, she's a young panda. She's only 2 years old. She has obviously just left the only home she's known, and she's left her mum and her siblings as well. So yeah, she's it's all a bit new, but she is definitely settling in and getting there. Yeah, so this one here is Aria, the one we're looking at the moment, Susan. And then Mo is making his way along the climbing frame to my left at the moment. So they are actually walking towards each other. So she's 2 years old, Tim. She was born around the same time actually as the last cub we had here, Pan. They were both born that kind of, I can't remember her birthday off the top of my head. Pan was born in the July, whereas Aria was also born that summer at some point. Yeah, exactly, Tim. She will settle. They are walking towards each other now, so let's see what happens here. Like I said, they've mainly ignored each other. They might have a little bit of a chase and a bit of a shout at each other as they come up to each other. Or what are we going to do, guys? We're just going to have a look at each other, and then Mo's going to go one way and you're going to go the other. Yeah, that's the way to do it. So as you can see, they have settled in fairly nicely with each other, mainly just ignoring each other's presence. But yeah, there was a little bit of chasing initially, which you always get, but other than that, they've been fine. So she came from Curragh Wildlife Park, Tim, which is on the Isle of Man. And yeah, she arrived last Wednesday, and then it was quite late in the day on Wednesday, so we left her overnight in our vet room, and then yeah, she moved in here on Thursday. She will marry. She will hopefully have a long and happy life here. Hopefully have plenty of cubs and carry on their bloodlines. Yeah, she is very leggy. You're very true, Mary. She has got very, very long legs. So comparing her to Mo is particularly not harsh on Mo, but Mo is a small panda. He has hip dysplasia, which we're not sure if the hip dysplasia has caused him to be a little bit smaller than an average panda, or if he is a little bit smaller and that has caused the hip dysplasia. But he does have short, tiny little legs compared to Aria. And as you can see with Aria, she's got really long legs. Very long legs indeed, especially compared to Mo. Yeah, so any animal introduction is fairly nerve-wracking. Helen, hello girl, you gonna come and say hello? Good girl. Aren't you a good girl, eh? You coming to say hello? Aren't you a good girl? Yeah, so it is always fairly nerve-wracking. I wasn't actually here for the introduction on Thursday. I was at, ironically, I was at a red panda keeper's workshop down at Longleat on Thursday, so I wasn't here for the introduction. But it all went well. But yeah, it's always a nerve-wracking time because you never know how they're going to react, what they're going to do, etc., etc. So yeah, luckily these two have done well so far. Where are you going now? You're going to go and see Mo? See Mo? I'm going to go and see Mo. Be nice. Be nice. Yeah, so she did come over on the ferry, Sarah. A couple of the keepers from Currers brought her over. They were actually also going to the Red Panda workshop. They were also going to the Red Panda workshop, so they, on their way down to Longleat, they brought her with them, which worked out quite nicely, really. No, it did work out fairly well, didn't it, girl? No, she is getting more confident, as you can see. Just takes time, as you've been saying. Really takes. Just takes time. Mo's just up there having a bit of bamboo. No, but she's been eating well. She's settling in nicely. On you go. Are we gonna come and say hello? No. All right then. Leave it up to you, my darling. You're gonna go and say hello to each other again? No. So yeah, with these guys, breeding season's around about February usually, so hopefully January, February time we'll see these two getting a little bit closer. We don't really expect them to interact too much up until then. Hopefully they will a little bit, but nothing too major. And then yeah, hopefully start of next year they'll start interacting a little bit more. And yeah, we'll see what happens then. See if we get any mating and see if we get any cubs next year. But yeah, it's lovely to finally have her here. Just going to have a little look, see if she's willing to stay where she is at the moment for us. So yeah, we'll call it a day in a couple of minutes. If anyone's got any questions or comments, feel free to send them in. Hello, darling. You okay? Ooh, best thing from the Panda workshop. So actually it was probably a talk by one of the keepers from Bristol Zoo. They were doing ultrasound training on their female, and as most of you know, our last cub Pan went off to Bristol Zoo, so they were doing ultrasound training on their female to see if they had any cubs from Pan, and that was really interesting to see how they did that. Unfortunately she wasn't pregnant, but yeah, it was quite interesting to see how they did that and the process they went through, so that was really good. Go for it, Trudy. You enjoying that bamboo, eh? You enjoying that bamboo? Mo's had enough. I think he's going back to his bush. Yeah, so we did have some otters born here earlier this year. They were born in, when was it? June? I lose track of time if it was June or July. But yeah, they were born in the summer. So yeah, the extra ones you saw were the pups of our two, Charlie and Kerry. Yeah, we never actually officially announced the otter births. Yeah, I don't really know why. We never did. So yeah, they're doing well. The two in there with their parents, they're doing very nicely. Must be about 4 months old now. I was keeping track, and then yeah, then it got to about 14 weeks, and I was like, I'm not counting anymore. So yeah, they're doing very well. Hi, Kath. Hope you're okay. Hope everything's all right with you. Right, we'll just see what she's up to. Yeah, probably tucking into the bamboo now. So like I say, it just takes a bit of time and patience. The more time we spend in here with her, the more confident and comfortable she'll be with us. So yeah, she's doing nicely. Yeah, so bush dogs. Obviously, we had the litter of 3 earlier this year who who were doing okay. Unfortunately, we did lose 2 of those pups. So the group did drop from 7 to 5. We had a little illness go through the group, and unfortunately 2 of the pups just weren't quite strong enough to pull through. So we've just got the 5 in there now. Mum and Dad, the 2 pups from last year, and then the 1 remaining pup from this year's litter. Where's she gone? There she is. So yeah, that was unfortunate. We're also not sure what's happening with Mum at the moment. We've seen a lot of mating over the last few months. Obviously the last litter was in January. We'd have expected her to have had another litter around about August, and she never got massive. And yeah, not really sure what's going on, whether someone's dried up a little bit reproductively, we're not sure, but yeah, we will see. Hopefully they'll have another litter, but of course the group of 5 in there now is quite a nice group size for that enclosure, so we'll wait and see what happens with them. Yeah, we'll wait and see. Yeah, she is a bit chunky, Trudy, but she is actually just generally quite a chunky dog, compared to our male Rico. She's a lot more, yeah, how can I put it politely? She's yeah, she's a bit of a tank, bless her. She is a rather large dog. Bless her. But yeah, we'll see what happens with them. Hopefully we might get some more pups later in the year, or maybe start next year, but like I say, we're not actually in too much of a rush to have any more. The group of 5 in there, they're a really nice settled group, so we will see. Right, we'll say goodbye from Mo, and we'll go and have one last look at Aria before we call it a day. But thank you for tuning in to see our video with our brand new female red panda. Here she is. Done a little groom now after some food. You gonna come and say hello, or are you gonna run away? You coming? You are coming. Good girl. Good girl. Right. So you be a good girl, and we'll hopefully have some cubs off you. So next week, I'm not here next week, so we won't have a video next week, unless someone else takes up the mantle for a week. But yeah, we probably won't have a video next week. So we will be back in 2 weeks, all things being well. And we'll jump back on with our critically endangered videos, because we've got 4 of them left. Hello, good girl. You having a sniff? Right, so from Mo and Aria and myself, thank you for tuning in. Take care, and we will see you in a couple of weeks. Cheers, everybody.